West Virginia Governor Jim Justice, he is going home. At a recent rally with President Trump, the governor decided to, hey, you know what, man? I don't want to be a Democrat anymore. It looks like I'm going to be a Republican. He said, today I will tell you as West Virginians, I can't help you anymore being a Democrat governor, Justice said at a rally with Donald Trump. So tomorrow I will be changing my registration to Republican. That's interesting. Now, my question here is, why was this guy a Democrat anyway? He wasn't a Democrat until 2015. Then he switched over. He was an independent. He was a Republican. Then he was a Democrat for a while. Maybe he was facing some sort of identity crisis. I'm not entirely sure. But what we do know is this policy is that he's super pro-coal. Now, maybe that's just a West Virginia thing. Okay, most of them are super pro-coal. I mean, again, their politics are, are dominated by coal companies. There's a lot of money from coal. And for example, you've got West Virginia Democrat Joe Manchin. Manchin has received, of course, lots and lots of money in campaign contributions by the fossil fuel industry. Okay. Now, Justice himself. Now, Justice, again, this guy owns a coal company. He's a billionaire. Now, this guy has a pretty poor record on environmental issues. For example, he paid a $900,000 fine for poor pollution controls at his mines, and he has once said that the EPA regulations are, quote, difficult, overreaching, and wrong. So, again, he's a billionaire. He hates the EPA. Why the fuck was he a Democrat? Not only that, but again, a coal guy, and he owns golf courses. So, hey, man, it's no wonder he gets along with Trump. Trump also loves coal and golf. Oh, wonderful. So, a match made in heaven, right? Now, in fact, in Justice's latest State of the State, he mentioned Trump 5 different times and said, oh, I'm such great friends with the Trump family. Well, I love those guys. They are bigly winners, let me tell you what. And look, in West Virginia, Trump is a bigly winner. Well, hey, he won the state by massive amounts. Now, interestingly enough, you know who won West Virginia on the progressive side during the primaries? Bernie Sanders. Do you know who's gaining steam as a challenger to Joe Manchin? A progressive by the name of Paula Jean Swearengin. Now, Swearengin, who is obviously a native to West Virginia and a mom, she actually wants to bring opportunity to West Virginians outside of coal. Very interesting. And she was not exactly thrilled with Jim Justice. She wasn't thrilled that he was a Democrat in the first place, and certainly not thrilled that he decided to switch his affiliation. And of course, she is very, very angry at the West Virginia Democratic Party for letting this guy in. So, hey, great. I agree with her. Now, again, this is not the first time that Jim Justice switched parties. Again, he was an independent and a Republican up till 2015. So, look, the guy was never really liberal. He's your sort of classic center-right Republican. And look, he was only a Democrat when it decided to suit him. And now, because he loves Trump, and his state overwhelmingly voted for him, I guess they thought it was time to change his label. It's politically expedient for me to actually become a Republican instead of a Democrat. And it turns out they don't really like us Democrats here in West Virginia. So, but look, I'm actually happy about that. But there's one person who's not, and that's Joe Manchin, who's saying, oh man, I cannot believe Jim Justice left. Quote, I'm disappointed by Governor Justice's decision to switch parties. While I do not agree with this decision, I have always said that I will work with anyone, no matter their political affiliation, to do its best for the people of West Virginia. And by people, I mean coal companies that end up giving me lots and lots of money and campaign contributions. So no, like, I'm actually not angry. I think he, look, he went back home where he belongs with the Republicans. He didn't leave the Democratic Party. He went back to where he belongs. And maybe that's something that Joe Manchin ought to think of. I mean, either he quits and goes home, or his challenger, Paula Jean Swearengin, sends him home. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.